because his comments, Nomar, after Game 7, I thought were hilarious because he was going back on that ball with 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 9th inning, and he said, I'm ready to make a Willie Mays catch, and then Andy Pages tackles me, and he said he felt he got dunked on in the moment, and he fell to the ground. He's face down right there on the warning track, and he didn't move because he said he felt like they had lost, like the game was over. He didn't realize that Andy Pages had caught the ball until Pages asked him, hey, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, you have the ball? And he said, yeah, okay, let's go. He thought in the moment that the game was over,
right,
and that Pages hadn't caught the ball because he knew he didn't have it in his glove. But instead, they had new life after that catch by Pages, and the Dodgers able to pull it out a couple innings later.
Yeah, I'm sure when he said he was lying there, yeah, it was like, is he hurt? You know, as fans, you're like, you were worried about Kike. You were just so excited that the ball was in Kike's glove, but Kike was down for a while. And as you mentioned, it's like now it's because he thought it was over. And I'm sure he was going, man, you do have it. What a relief, what excitement going, oh my goodness. But there were so many moments like that we all as fans were relieved, and that they're probably going to look back on and say, oh, you remember when this moment happened, or what happened, they're going to talk about little bounces, like, did you know it took this funny bounce and I was still able to come up with it, like when Miguel Rojas slipped a little bit, didn't have a grip, all of those things. Yeah, so how about the moment when Tommy Edman didn't have the ball and that one hopper to Freddie Freeman and Freddie Fairbanks, like just little things like that you start thinking about that culminate to get to this moment.
But with Kike and Pages, it's great to have 2 guys that want to go get the ball in that situation. Pages obviously made an incredible catch.
In holiday time, I would sometimes have to sit down with my family and go back and watch the highlight films of things, and I would end up on the phone with Tommy Lasorda saying, Skipper, why didn't you take me out there? I was terrible. Like, and it's like, oh, this guy's going to get a hit. And then all of a sudden it's a double play. I'm like, oh, I can't even remember that. It was just like you're brain dead, doing your thing, locked in. And all of a sudden you got to watch the highlight films. And in the past, when this is a documentary for these guys, and MLB and our network takes and does it amazing 4-part specials, they're going to watch it and go, oh, did I really do that? Or he did that? Oh my God, look at that secondary lead. He's out if he doesn't do this. It's like unbelievable that when you're in the midst of it, sometimes you're concentrating and locked in so much that your future memory does not remember it.
Well, every time Mookie Betts watches the final out of the 2025 World Series, he will see himself fielding the ball, stepping on second base, and throwing to Freddie Freeman for the final out right now. Let's hear from Mookie with Kirsten.
Mookie, these
4-time World Series champ. We heard him last year at the rally saying he wants to fill up his entire hand with rings, so he needs at least one more. You know, he'd probably like even more than that. But how about Clayton Kershaw, a 3-time World Series champion, going out on top? And right now, he is speaking with Kirsten. Well, maybe the sequel is even better than the first one, because we hear Kirsten say it's even louder than it was last year, Jerry. And you know, we didn't think it would get bigger or louder than last year after the Dodgers beat the New York Yankees. But I think everybody, when you have casual baseball fans texting me like, oh my gosh, that was the most fun I've ever had watching a baseball game. I'm glad they enjoyed it, because I had a hard time getting through that entire 11 innings of Game 7. But that's what this game did to so many people. It made a lot of new Dodger fans and new baseball fans out of this parade, not this parade run, but this World Series championship run.
Listen, as much stress that this team put on all of us up here, more so you, John, it was entertaining for that casual fan. And this group, the casual fan can see they work extremely hard. Yes, there are superstars, but they're humble superstars. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Clayton Kershaw, Shohei Ohtani, Will Smith, all these guys are extremely humble, and they're so likable. Yes, there are going to be people out there that hate us because they ain't us. That's just a fact, but I think that's great for baseball. That's great for sport. You need fans that hate you a little bit. Great thing. But for us, hey, continue doing that, and this is why we continue to get more and more fans. The younger generation is starting to grow up. It's the 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old right now with this dynasty, and they're going to be fans for life. And they all recognize that this team cares about each other, and they're easy to root for.
There is the Commissioner's Trophy. Dave Roberts on that bus. A well-earned and a hard-earned Commissioner's Trophy. Let's head back onto the buses. Will Smith is with David Vassegh. Game 7, an 11-inning victory for the Dodgers. We heard from Blake Treinen. How about the other Blake? Blake Snell comes to the Dodgers, wins a World Series in year 1. He's with his bestie, David Vassegh.
Snellzilla, the life of the parade. Hello. What's it like? Is it bigger than you thought it would be?
I've been waiting my whole life to do this. This is lit. And I don't know what to do. I keep doing 6-7. I keep doing that. But it's lit. Look at these people. This is what I've been waiting for. This is lit.
You got them eating out of your hand.
Hey, watch this. Hey, it's lit.
You saw this on TV last year. This is why you came. Is it everything you thought it would be or more?
More. This is lit as fuck. Sorry. It's lit. I love it. I'm going to lose my voice. I don't want to be able to talk. Only took us like 6 times.
Blake Snell having the time of his life. 6-7.
Yeah, Blake Snell, he's on that whole 6-7 train because the Dodgers won games 6 and 7 to become World Series champions, instantly becoming a fan favorite. Speaking of fan favorites, we just saw him going by on that bus with his shirt off. Anthony Bonda, the Dodger fans love him. Let's hear from Bonda.